Yeah, we're just heading into halftime. Toronto FC is playing Seattle. No score. No score. So we brought my son off to his house in Guelph. Their school starts in a week. Less than a week. I guess it starts next week sometime. And I think he's the first one that's actually there. I think today they're all, or two of them are moving in today. And the rest will trickle in at some point. Yeah, so we dropped him off. I've been working on the last rush of stuff that I can do for my friends and documenting the possessions of this artist friend of theirs. I was working on that all morning, dropped my son off this afternoon, and visited my parents on our way home. It's getting, I don't know, more and more annoying. They're getting more and more annoying is what I mean to say. And it's old age, I guess. Maybe just more and more intolerance on my part. I don't know. But, yeah, they're getting really hard to take. So it's really hard to visit them and not just rush off. Yeah, because, I don't know. Those of you with a certain kind of older parent will know what I mean. I guess my mother has been like this all her life because relatives from Europe say that that's what she's been like all her life. And we, her children, haven't really noticed until, we became adults, and then more and more as we became adults. As we got to know her as adults. But, well, my dad's, early stages of Alzheimer's, so that doesn't help. But together, they're almost impossible. I mean, my mother's the worst of them. It's just intolerable. I mean, I can't visit them on my own. I still have a mild headache from it.
Just a few moments ago, we caught up with the candidate from No Excitement out on the campaign trail.
Yeah, so I've got to keep going on this artist stuff. Get as much done this weekend. That's what I know, I'm not stressing out yet, but every now and then I do, and then I go, wait a minute, everything was, you're in control. Don't worry about it, but still. Anyway, I have decided in my wisdom to keep going on the documenting for this weekend, get as much done as I can, and then go gung-ho from Monday on, getting ready for school for 1 week, which should give me plenty of time to get everything organized. And then the other school stuff doesn't start for a week after that. So I have plenty of time. There should be no problem. I'm just trying to convince myself of this. I'm looking in this mirror and I see myself and I'm going, it's okay, you'll be all right. I was thinking about this the other day. In the last 2 years, 3 years I guess, since I lost my job, I have gone through more stress than I have gone through in my entire life. And it continues. The stress I go through with teaching is more than I've ever experienced in my entire life.
And Chad Barrett, obviously, again,
Yeah.
he's going to want to have this one back.
Don't tell it to my husband.
Maybe got one off the big by Keller here, but he's got to finish this ball.
See, what's good is that I have a really, well, not a bad memory. My mind works on the out of sight, out of mind premise. If I don't see it, I don't think about it. So watch out if, unless you're my kid, odds are I'm going to forget you. But really, I don't lose sleep over anything because I forget about it. My mother today, last week, she told us that there was this light flashing on her phone and then stuff happening with Bell, and they don't have an answering machine, so why is this answering machine light flashing? And she says, do you know how to get rid of it? And I says, well, no, but we'll come on Saturday and we'll fix it. We'll get rid of the flashing light. I said, have you read the manual? And she says, yes, and it doesn't say anything about that. Get there today, she has lost sleep over this flashing light on her phone. Anyway, she was all excited about it. They went to the Bell store and they got it all worked out because, you know, they took the battery out and they put a new battery in, and it was the new battery. It was the fact that the other battery, and I said, no, I was going to fix it today. I was going to unplug it and plug it back in because all I needed to be done to it was to be reset. And she says, yeah, I read that in the book. I went, I thought you didn't, it didn't say anything about that in the manual. She says, well, I read it. She hadn't read the manual. So she'd been losing sleep all week over this. And she hadn't read the manual even. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so if something's out of sight, it's out of mind. Okay. So most of the time. But when something's really worrying me, it sticks with me for a long time. But it doesn't ever cause me to lose sleep. Whatever. I think that's all I have to say for today. I'm going to get back to work. The clock is ticking. I'm keeping track of my time, so I have to subtract this time. Yes, went to Staples, bought some paper, bought some poster sticking up tape for my son. Oh, it was so nice when those were the important things in life. How to not ruin your posters when you stick them up. He's got all these Beatles posters. Yeah, he does not want them wrecked. It's a really nice room. My husband built him a desk. What a gorgeous desk. He's so lucky. I'm getting a bookshelf. So I'm going to be a lucky bookshelf owner. It'll be the nicest bookshelf ever. Anyway, I can get back to work. See you, folks.